So a sautille bow stroke resembles spicatto in some ways, in that it comes off the string, but it's a very different shape that the path of your bow is taking. And whereas the stick and the hair kind of bounced at the same rate in spicatto, now really my hair is almost staying on the string and my stick is doing a little more of the bouncing. Also, spicatto tends to be faster. Sounds something like this. Alright, so I don't know if you can even see this just from looking at it, but what's happening here in my hand, unlike spicatto, which was kind of a little smiley shape, now my hand is doing a bit of a circular motion. Okay, see if you can see that. I don't know if you really can. Okay, little bit like this kind of happening. And when I do this at a quick tempo, I can watch right here, and then the screw on my bow, and I can see it kind of making a blurry circle, which is sort of cool. But some ways to work on your sautille stroke. I think most important, if you have not yet checked out some of the videos on flexible finger exercises, well, maybe do so, because having flexible fingers for this is essential. So visit that, and then start out just with some string crossings. Okay, so I'm going to do down bow on D, up bow on G. Which I was a little out of tune, sorry. And what I'm looking for here is that my arm does initiate this motion. It's very small, but my arm is moving. But there's a lot going on in my fingers to move from one string to the other. Okay? So it's kind of like when I'm on the D string, my fingers are short and shrunk up in my hand, and when I go down to the G, they're long. Now, this is not really because I am purposefully moving my fingers. Again, what I'm doing is I'm just letting them be relaxed and free, and it's the drag on the string that extends them and shrinks them up. So basically, if I were to hold my bow right here, and I were to pull in the down bow direction, you'll see that my fingers kind of collapse down, right? And if I were to do the opposite, push in an up bow direction, then my fingers get long. So it's kind of the friction on the string that is creating this movement in my fingers because they are loose and relaxed. All right, so that's it. You want to get really good at this, okay? And speed it up. And once you get this at a fast tempo, you can try doing the same motion but on one string. Oh, and I should have said, when I'm doing this string crossing thing, I'm looking to see that my stick does not flop around. Okay, the same amount of hair is on the string, on both strings, and my stick is facing the same direction, slightly back toward me on both strings. Okay, so this is what it's not. Right, and this is what it is. And again, it's really that flexibility in the fingers that allows me to do that. And I get it faster and faster. Right? And then I do the same motion, but on one string. So I'm on just the D string, but I go from the top of the string to the bottom of the string. Okay? And as I speed this up, basically what happens is the degree of flop brings it off the string. So right now I'm a little on the slow side, so that's not going to bounce. But as I speed it up, that top side of it gets it off the string so that we can get that bouncing effect, okay? And I should mention, when you do start doing it at full speed, trying to get it to bounce, maybe not an open string is best. You might want to try a closed note, for example this one. Just creates a little more tension on the string, which makes it easier to bounce at first. Anyhow, that's your sautille. Flexible finger exercises to start, then string changes, then that same motion on one string, and then for a while at the beginning, you might find you just have to fake it, right? Just kind of like move fast and hope for the best. Eventually, I have confidence that that will turn into a sautille bow stroke for you, so long as you're keeping things relaxed, comfortable, calm, and being sure to breathe. Have fun with that.